So guys, welcome to Berlin. We're in the capital of Germany and we're here for 4 days. We've come away for a little Christmas break. We didn't think at times that we were going to be able to make this trip work because more and more COVID restrictions started coming about, but we have made it out here. It was actually incredibly easy to get here as long as you've got the right documents and all of that, you know, the COVID passes to show you've been vaccinated and all of that. Getting here was absolutely fine, and now we are in the city centre in Berlin and we're going to go and find some lunch. We can't actually check into our room for another 3 hours, so we've got a bit of time to kill. So we're going to go and have an explore, see what we can find. So our hotel is just a 10-minute walk away from Potsdamer Platz, which is quite a central part of Berlin. There's a big train station there, a Christmas market there with a big slide. The Mall of Berlin is close by as well. Brandenburg Gate is nearby, so we're heading there. We figured that's as good a place as any to grab something to eat, and seeing as we've just arrived in Berlin, we haven't really got a plan together for this trip. The plan is just to explore and enjoy Christmas, I guess, in Berlin. So that's why we're here. I have actually been to Berlin before. It's Joe's first time. She's just there off camera. So we're going to explore Berlin together for a few days, but before we do that, food is a must, and ideally something traditionally German would be nice. So let's see what we can find. We've arrived here. This is the Mall of Berlin. I was trying to show Joe this piece of the Berlin Wall here. There's lots of these throughout the city, but she was more interested in that Zara Home. Guys, we have stopped for a bit of quick lunch in, as you can see, the Mall of Berlin. We've literally stopped to grab some food. I have gone for this, don't know what it is. The man in front of me in the queue had it, it looked nice. Joe has gone for this. What is it?
Noodles, stir-fry noodles.
Some prawns in there, isn't there? And we got a little side of spring rolls and a bit of caffeine as well. Don't normally order Coke, but we're both feeling knackered, so we've gone for one of these to wake us up. Meal all done, guys. Gotta say, actually, it wasn't the best meal that we've had. It's the best meal we've had in Germany so far, because it's the only meal we've had in Germany so far, but it wasn't the best. It was kind of the sort of thing you expect from like a shopping mall. We're sat up here still, just kind of chatting and finishing our meal, but we noticed down here at Foot Locker, they got the red thing across the thing there, across the door, and when you want to go in, a man comes and make sure you're fully vaccinated, checks your COVID pass. This is the first time we've been abroad since Venice, which was 2019, so we're talking 2 years. That was over Christmas as well, wasn't it? 2019, so 2 years since we've been abroad. This is the first time since COVID struck, so the world looks very different now, of course, to how it did then. So we are still wearing masks everywhere we go here in Berlin, and we've also got to have one of these. Just show you this. There you go, guys. I won't show you the full pass because it's my COVID pass with my QR code, but we need to have these on our phones, and that basically, as you can see in the corner there, it says dose 2. We show that when we wanted to go into shops and stuff, and that shows everybody that we are vaccinated against COVID and therefore can enter. They're actually on lockdown for anybody who is not vaccinated. So in theory, everybody out and about here today has had the COVID vaccine, so we are fairly safe. There's actually less COVID in Germany than there is in the UK, so we're feeling pretty good here. But anyway, we've sat in this mall for too long now, I think. We're going to go and explore, maybe go and have a look at Potsdamer Platz and see what's going on in the area. Thank you, Joe. Joe does a lot of my filming for me. If I'm not holding the camera but I'm in shot, Joe's filming, so say thank you to Joe in the comments. We're having a little wander around Potsdamer Platz. It's a very famous, oh, that's a big hotel. There you go, this is the Ritz Hotel here on Potsdamer Platz, a nice big one. We're sadly not staying in the Ritz, if only. I'll show you our hotel later. We'll do a room tour. Joe, I've never done a room tour before in a hotel. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, we're just pottering around at the moment. We don't really know Berlin. I mean, I have been here before, but it's not, I wouldn't say I know the city. So we're just wandering around. I feel like I have been to this bit before. I came here a long time ago with Amy, my sister, and my now brother-in-law, Paul. They were just dating back then. And they certainly didn't have a child. They've got one now. Berlin at this time is as you'd expect it to be. It's quite a drab city, and it's raining, which is kind of, again, what you would expect in Berlin, really, isn't it? So it's living up to the sort of drab reputation, but a lot of history here, a lot of Christmas cheer here as well. So we're looking forward to exploring it. We're not here for the drab vibes, we're here for the festive vibes, and they're coming. Look at this, we've come to Potsdamer Platz, and there's even more massive pieces of the Berlin Wall and some information as well. And right here you've got a map, and on the map is all the different spots where there are bits of the Berlin Wall across the city. So only when you look at all these types of pictures, that people escaping here, and that's a big church spire falling over, you realise the sort of level of brutality that went on and the history of it all. It's not just about World War II, there's a ton of other stuff, particularly in the aftermath of World War II, that happened here. The Berlin Wall is a big part of that, so we're going to definitely be looking at some historical sites in these vlogs, so do check that out as well. But yeah, this is the Berlin Wall right here. For some reason in modern times it seems to have become a place for people to stick their chewing gum, which is a little bit weird. Guys, we found the equivalent to the Paris Love Bridge here in Berlin. Everywhere you go there's always a few locks on the landmark. It's not quite the Love Lock Bridge in Paris, is it? But Berlin's equivalent on a piece of the Berlin Wall. You know, you can't get any more famous than that, can you? The rain has continued pouring here in Berlin, so we're taking a little donut and coffee break. Why not? Scratch that, we're not going to get a Dunkin' Donuts, we're going to go here. Viewpoint 360-degree cafe, Panorama Cafe. I was walking around going, where's the Panorama Cafe? And Joe spots this and this massive building next to it. So I think somewhere in here is this. Let's go and get a coffee. Yeah, we decided to sack off the idea of Dunkin' Donuts and we thought we'd come up here instead. As you can see, well, you might not be able to see because it's quite foggy, but we're up on the 19th floor in the Panorama Cafe. The lift up here to the 19th floor is the fastest lift in Europe, so that's pretty cool. Of course, you've got the TV tower as well in Berlin, but that one is quite expensive to get up, so if you wanted maybe a slightly cheaper option, I think, how much was it to come up with? $7.50 per person to come up here to the 19th floor, and on a clear day you'd certainly be able to see for miles. There we go, guys, the goods have arrived. That is my latte. Looks different to a latte that you'd have in England, but it looks alright. It is quite cappuccino-y, but it looks fine. It looks coffee-ish. Joe's gone for a classic coffee. I think that's just black coffee. And then right here we've got some nice, tasty-looking apple cake, which we're going to share, hence the 1, 2 forks. They've also got this outdoor space here, which kind of wraps around the edge of the cafe. And there's a lot of plaques, a lot of information here that kind of gives you a bit of the history of the area. In fact, let me just show you some of them here. Very, very interesting. So you've got one here about the black market and the border lines, tanks on Potsdamer Platz. So this was, of course, during the Cold War. Lots of information here regarding the history of the area. You've got a piece of the Berlin Wall as well. There's a lot of the Berlin Wall dotted around. I think tourists seem to love looking at it, but there's a piece of it right there as well in the cafe for you to look at. We've also got one of these things, kind of shows you where everything is. But as you can see, today it's a little bit foggy, so you can't really see very much. But on a clear day, this is the kind of view you're looking at. As you can see, spectacular. Down there you can see the Mall of Berlin, which is where we were earlier today doing a bit of shopping. Our hotel is somewhere here, over that way. But even today, even though it's a foggy day, you can still see pretty good. Berlin is just a very sort of concrete city, if you like. It's very much one colour, it's very grey to look at, but you know, I don't mind that in a way because there is a lot of history here. There's a lot of different things to read about and find out about. You know, as I mentioned down there, it's not just about the war, it's not just about the Berlin Wall. There's tons of stuff that's happened here. German people are lovely people from what I've seen so far on this trip and on my other trips to the country, and I'm really looking forward to exploring the country and this city properly in this video. Definitely going to be taking on board some proper German food as well. We started well with that apple cake, that was pretty good, but still yet to have a Brautwurst, still yet to have a, what else do they have, currywurst. It's all Wurst, sausage related meals. We're going to be having a lot of nice meals here, but yeah, happy that you're here as well to watch the video. I hope you're enjoying it so far. We've got a lot to look at here in Berlin, so stick around. Look at this. Might have to go in here at some point. The German Spy Museum. Should we go in the shop? I mean, there's not many things in the Spy Museum I would buy, but I just had to show you this. That is a camera lens, is it? No, it is not. It is actually a travel cup. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Looks like a lens, but works like a cup. There we go, guys. That is the German Spy Museum, as you can see over my shoulder. We're not going to go in there today because we are running a little bit low on energy right now. We're very, very tired from our flight in this morning still, and the rain is coming down, as you can no doubt see. So we're going to head back to the hotel. Room should be ready now. Look at this. You can't walk 2 minutes along the road in Berlin without seeing something related to the history in the past. This place is literally called Die Mauer, or the wall, and they've got this outside, which I'm guessing is a bit of the fortification to stop people getting across the wall. Looks like a museum about the wall. That might be quite interesting as well. That's literally right next to the Spy Museum, which is just there. And there's also over that way somewhere a Salvador Dali museum. Here you go. This is Berlin summed up. Joe just spotted this. That's what Berlin was like, and that's what it is like now. Very much the old meets the new. I want to get back to the hotel, have a rest. We will get there eventually. I keep saying we're going to get there, and then we see something else cool. There's a lot of things to look at in Berlin, so if you're coming here, oh, there's a big hot air balloon down here. If you're coming here, just remember it will take you a long time to get anywhere because there's just too much to look at. But the cool thing is as well in Berlin, there's plaques everywhere. So if you see something that looks historical and you're not sure what it's about, there's probably a plaque nearby that will tell you. So just keep your eyes open for those. There you go. What did I say? There's loads of stuff to look at. What is this? It's like a phone box on some sort of plinth, but Joe has spotted a plaque over here which will explain all. This is the first plaque that we have seen that is fully in German. So we don't know what this is. I mean, it looks like an old phone box from the Cold War era. And I'm guessing that probably is all it is, but I can't tell you for any certainty what exactly that memorial is about, but I'm sure it's something to do with communication during the Cold War. Museum for Communications. So there you go, that phone box must have just been advertising this, which is the Museum for Communication. That explains it. And here we are, guys. Welcome to our hotel room. We have finally made it to our hotel after a good few hours killing time in the area, really. We had a good look around Potsdamer Platz and some of the cafes and different things to do around here. Even a small Christmas market as well nearby, which we did briefly check out, but we were just keen to get up here, to be honest, because we are knackered from all the traveling that we've been doing today. But we're here, we're in. We are staying, by the way, at the Gap Point Charlie Hotel. It's a couple of minutes walk away from Checkpoint Charlie, which is of course one of the big tourist sites in the area. So it's well located. And I always say, if you're gonna get a hotel in a city center, it doesn't really matter what the hotel's like, because you're not gonna be there for long. You're just gonna be sleeping really in it. At least we are anyway. We're going to be out exploring. So hotels are all about location, and this is in a really, really good location. I'll let you know, of course, at the end of my Berlin videos what the hotel was like. So far, first impressions pretty good. Staff seem nice. Hotel room seems lovely. We've gone for a junior suite, which is slightly better than the sort of standard room. It's got like a separate lounge through there, which I'll show you now. A bit of a desk going on, all that kind of stuff. Never done a room tour before on this channel. It's a first for From the Ash. We're doing a room tour in a hotel, because I normally don't stay in hotels. When me and Joe go away, we generally get Airbnbs, but we've gone for a hotel this time to do something a little bit different, a bit of a different experience. And also this hotel was in such a good location, we didn't feel like we could turn it down. Anyway, I'm going to show you around. This is our room. As you can see right here, we've got a nice big spacious bedroom area. You never quite know what you're going to get in a city centre, because often some of the rooms are really cramped. I know when I stayed in New York, the room was really small, but this one's pretty good. You can get down the side of that bed there. There's a little bedside table going on. Very sort of Cold War-ish art on the wall. It's a Checkpoint Charlie themed hotel, I think. This is the bedroom, as you can see. What is this, by the way? I'm just noticing these buttons here. They're on the headboard. What happens if I press them? Probably nothing. Was I stupid to think that that was that was a touch screen? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm just really tired. I think I might just be really tired. Anyway, this is the room. Nice bit of art on the wall there. Big. I think it's a king size bed, so good size. We have started to unpack. We've got our pajamas down there. Little area here for a desk. I might do a little bit of editing while I'm here because I am vlogging this trip, so that will be quite useful for me. We have got a safe here if we choose to use it. Got my clothes up the top there, Joe's clothes down at the bottom. Then over here we've got a little area to hang up the coats, which is always good. A fan in the corner, a vase with nothing in it. And then through here, you've got the bedroom area here, which we were just in. And then through here, we've got a separate lounge area. There's some artwork on the wall there. Not going to even try and explain what that is. I'm not an art person. Lovely green lights. You've got another TV here, so if me and Joe wanted to watch separate programs, we could. And you've got some sofas here to chill. Always good to have that separate space. Over here, I think this is a mini fridge, is it? It is, and it is stocked. I imagine we probably have to pay quite a large markup for those bits. Tea and coffee doesn't come, I don't think, with the standard room in this hotel, but we do have it because we've gone for the suite. So you've got tea and coffee there, kettle of course. A nice little bird cage here. You know, it's the little things, isn't it? The little decorative things. A couple of little decorative feathers on the wall there. A few more down here. And then through here, got a little mirror there. Hello. And then if we head through here, this is the bathroom. I don't like it when vloggers show the toilet off, so I'm not going to do that. But this is nice big mirror, as you can see. Very happy with that. Sink area here, wash bags are in there. Shower's nice and big, which is always good. But yeah, pretty happy with this hotel. I think we'll be pretty happy here. We're staying here. It's Monday today, we're here until Thursday. We've got to check out on Thursday, so technically 4 days, but really sort of 3 whole days we'll be spending in Berlin. Just exploring, just chilling. You know, it's partly one where we can have a look at the city and the sights and stuff. But it's also partly one where we can just get festive, kind of just get in a mood for Christmas, enjoy ourselves, relax together as well, have a bit of downtime together, because me and Joe have been both very, very busy, particularly since the summer, really. Things have really kicked up a notch for us both. So it's nice to get away and just spend a bit of time together, just kind of chilling and reconnecting and just enjoying each other's company, really. So that's the plan for this trip. We're just going to relax together. This is our hotel. Hope you've enjoyed my first ever room tour on From the Ash. That was good fun. I enjoyed that. This is what we can see outside. A few little buildings there. Don't know what they are, probably office buildings. Little rooftop garden over the way there as well. And I think a polar bear. There is, Joe, we've got a polar bear outside. Right, you remember when I thought these were touch buttons right here? Well, they're not, but the buttons are here. So you can press, this is for night. That's a night light that comes on down there like that. And this one, photo. Oh, that turns that off. See that? Room, that's the room light goes off. That's quite nice, isn't it? With the glow of this on. And then this one is your reading light. Anyway, guys, it is only, what's the time? 20 to 4. But me and Joe are both exhausted. So, only one thing to do right now. And that is take a little break. See you in a little while. We're going to have an afternoon nap.